It's classic, casual, and a cash cow for streetwear brands. Yes, I'm talking about the hoodie, and in this video, I'll be comparing two zip hoodies, one from Uniqlo and the other from Muji. Two brands known for their basic, affordable, and high quality to price ratio clothing. Or at least that's what every YouTuber and Redditor is saying. But we'll see. Before we start, I've had the Uniqlo one for 4 years and the Muji one for 3 years. So what you'll find on sale in your local Uniqlo or Muji store will likely be an updated version, but hopefully this video will give you a reference point. Okay, let's get to it. On the surface, they seem pretty similar, but look a little closer and you'll spot the differences. Both hoodies are made from 100% French terry cotton, but the Uniqlo one is just a shade darker. In case you didn't know, French terry is a type of highly absorbent vertical knit which has a smooth side and a loop side. The smooth side is usually outside facing, while the loop side is facing the inside. In terms of hand feel on the outside, the Uniqlo one is slightly thicker and fluffier, while the Muji one is thinner and finer. Theoretically, this should make the Uniqlo one warmer and more rugged. And while it has indeed kept me warmer than the Muji one, I mostly attribute it to the differences on the inside loops. More on that soon. However, even though I've been machine washing both hoodies inside out to reduce wear and tear on the outside, the Uniqlo one has more noticeable peelings, while the Muji one has practically none. On the plus side, the Uniqlo fabric is more stretchy, which adds to the comfort. But that's not to say that the Muji one isn't stretchy, just to a lesser extent. And I suspect that's due to its finer knit, which results in lesser give. On the inside, the loops on the Uniqlo hoodie have a softer hand, and while the Muji one is also soft, though a little less so, it has a noticeably drier hand. The loops are more loosely knitted on the Uniqlo hoodie, and this creates larger air pockets, which makes it a warmer hoodie. Meanwhile, the Muji loops are more tightly knitted, which creates smaller air pockets and make it a little less warm. Like I said, I always wash both hoodies inside out, so I expect the loops to wear down. Unsurprisingly, some loops have already loosened, with the Uniqlo hoodie being affected at more areas and Muji to a lesser extent. Fortunately, none of the loops have come entirely undone or unraveled. Moving on, the ribbing on the Uniqlo hoodie is made from an 86% cotton, 14% polyester blend, but I couldn't find any info on the Muji one. Both hoodies have ribbings at the cuffs and hem, but the Uniqlo one also has it on the edge of the pocket, which is a unique touch as most small brand hoodies lack one, Muji included. The Uniqlo ribbing is softer but has lost some of its elasticity, while the Muji one is stiffer and has kept its elasticity strong all these years. Like the main body fabric, the Uniqlo ribbing is also already peeling, while the Muji one is not. Stylistically, the Uniqlo ribbing is shorter at the cuffs and hem, while they are taller on the Muji one, which I feel makes it more casual. Next, the Uniqlo hood is more structured as the edge is fully sewn along the drawstring to keep it in place, and the matching grey drawstring is finished with metal aglets. Meanwhile, the Muji hood has less structure as there's only one bar tack in the middle, and this lack of structure causes the drawstring to swim around the hood. Also, the contrasting white drawstring along with the other contrasting white trimmings on the Muji hoodie feels like a cost-cutting move, as Muji can simply buy these trimmings in bulk and use them on different colored hoodies, since white can be used with most colors. Uniqlo, on the other hand, has to match the trimming colors to its different colored hoodies. In terms of the stitching, both are done cleanly and have held up well through the years, and I don't expect either to fall apart anytime soon. That said, the stitches on the Uniqlo hoodie give a more refined look, and I say this because the stitches are not exposed on the sleeves and side seam. In contrast, the Muji hoodie is stitched in a different way, where I believe the overlock stitch is exposed on the outside, which gives a more casual look. Moving on to the hardware, both hoodies feature YKK zippers, but the Uniqlo one is a single zip with metal pull tab, plastic teeth, and matching grey tape, while the Muji one is a double zip with metal pull tabs, metal teeth, and white tape. While a plastic zip on the Uniqlo hoodie is supposedly less durable, in my experience it's smoother to zip and unzip and has held up well so far. The double zipper on the Muji gives more styling options, but I always wear it fully zipped or unzipped, and never unzipping it from the bottom, so it's not really a value add for me. Next, the fit, which is perhaps the most subjective aspect. The sleeves on the Uniqlo hoodie are a tad too long for my taste and balloons at the cuffs, while the length is just right on the Muji one, but is super narrow, which makes my wrists look skinnier than they already are. If you do wear a slim watch, it's more subtle on the Uniqlo cuff as it's larger, while it's more obvious on the tighter Muji cuff. Both hoodies are slim fitting, though the Muji one is significantly more so and skews more towards a super slim fit. It's only good over a t-shirt and definitely looks weird with a chunky sweater or sweatshirt underneath. Also, the Muji hoodie sports a raglan sleeve, which is supposedly more comfortable as there's no no shoulder seam touching against the shoulders like in the Uniqlo one, but I feel no difference between the two. The biggest issue for me is that the Muji hood is too short and small, and I can feel my head being compressed. It's headache inducing and practically unwearable, especially if you wear a cap like me. It also has a shorter body length compared to the Uniqlo hoodie. That's it, both hoodies are still too long for my taste. These days I prefer a boxy and cropped hoodie. Both hoodies retail for $49.90 SGD, but they frequently go on sale for $39.90. So, which is the better hoodie? Gun to my head, I'd go for Uniqlo. Even though the fabric is less durable with all the pilling, it's softer, has a better zipping experience, better proportions, and fits more comfortably. I also like a little pilling on my hoodies as it gives a worn-in and cozier feel. But that's just me. That's not to say that the Muji hoodie is a bad product, although the small hood is a deal breaker for me. In fact, the fabric is more durable, shows less wear, and fits great if you're on the skinnier side, or if you like to show off your gains. But that's not an elegant look that we're striving for on this channel. So Uniqlo it is. But let me know in the comments which hoodie you'd pick. Alright, if you made it this far, you probably love detailed comparison videos like this. So check out this video I made comparing a $20 Uniqlo Oxford shirt and a $200 custom made one. Until next time, stay subtle.